Hey everyone, we are super excited about gathering again for worship and reopening all three of our campuses here at Graystone Church. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you our re-entry plan. But before I get into the plan, I want to share a few things with you. The first thing that we realized through this process is that every single person has an opinion. And everybody thinks their opinion is right. It's kind of like the old argument of who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. Well, there are literally people who actually think LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. But if you saw The Last Dance, it's obvious that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, or at least Michael Jordan thinks that he's the greatest of all time. So everyone has an opinion. And I appreciate all of you who filled out the survey. We had about 400 people who filled out our church-wide survey. And we have people on both extremes. You know, people who are like, we're ready to open the campuses a month ago, people who thought we should never even close the campuses, and people who have told us, hey, we're not coming back till 2021. So I want you guys to know that I didn't make this decision on my own. We have an entire staff team, and collectively we spent hundreds and hundreds of hours in prayer over this. We spent hundreds and hundreds of hours researching what are our government officials saying, what are our authorities saying. We've been on Zoom calls, we've been in webinars, we have read article after article after article. I have been in conversation with dozens and dozens of pastors. And just about every one of us, a part of this 404 prayer initiative that some of you are participating in, we've all decided to, most of us have decided to reopen the church on the same day. So I just wanted you guys to feel a little bit of some of the things that we have heard over the last few weeks. I've got this image here that we're going to put on the screen. One of my pastor friends sent to me. Here's some of the things that we've heard over the past a few months. Hey, pastor, we need to open the church building. I need to be there and see everything. What are you waiting for? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hey, pastor, don't ever open the building again. Home is better. Hey, pastor, it's all a big hoax. It's a conspiracy, a media frenzy. Read this article, read this link. Don't be afraid. Hey, pastor, my wife or my husband or my dad or my grandparent or my uncle or my sister or my brother just passed away from COVID-19. Hey, pastor, here are 25 things you need to do if you want to meet again in the building. Hey, pastor, my family is going to stay home for a while before we come back. Sorry, we can't be there. Hey, pastor, you can't open the building yet. It's a huge health risk. You're wrong if you do. And so I want to encourage you to pray for the pastors and pray for all of our churches, because these are not easy decisions. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone thinks their opinion is right. The second thing I want to encourage us to do is to extend a lot of love and grace to each other. Because what's more important than reopening our church buildings is that our church stays unified. And I believe that's one of the big things that God has been doing over the last few months, is unifying our staff team, unifying our church, and really unifying all of the churches in our community and around the world. And so we're going to have different opinions. You're not going to agree with everything that we do. But I want to encourage you to give a lot of grace, a lot of love, a lot of forgiveness. We may have to make some changes along the way. I just want to encourage you to be flexible. It's more important to me that we stay unified than it is reopening the church building. And so one of the things that we're going to do is social distancing. When we reopen the church, we are going to practice social discipline. You may not agree with this, but we are going to err on the side of caution and safety. Already in the church, we have set up the rows 6 feet apart. Of course, you can sit with your family and your close friends, but we're going to leave 2 to 3 seats between families. And honestly, I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love social distancing because look at this. I mean, look at all the leg room. I mean, I know there are people who get to church early so they can have the seats with a lot of leg room. Well, now everybody has a ton of leg room. And if you like to dance, when you're worshiping, you're going to have plenty of room to dance. If you want to lay flat on your face, you're going to have plenty of room. But to me, I mean, the social distancing, I mean, look at the room, look at the space. So I think it's going to be great. I saw this funny picture the other day. I've got this guy in the grocery store, and he's got this headgear on with these noodles. You know, it's like, stay away from me. You know, he's got these noodles that are keeping people away. I want to talk a little bit about masks because this has become a huge political issue, whether to wear a mask or not wear a mask. We're going to leave it totally up to you. If you want to wear a mask, then you wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, then don't wear a mask. And I want to encourage you, don't judge people one way or the other, okay? We are responsible adults, and we're just going to trust you that you're going to make the best decision. You're going to make the right decision for you and your family. And so I want to let you know, no matter what, and even post-COVID-19, we are going to continue to have high-quality online services. I'm a little bit biased, but I personally believe that we have one of the best production teams in the world. Okay, I've seen a lot of different church services over the last 3 or 4 months, and our Graystone production team is one of the best in the world. And in fact, we're in the process of upgrading some of our equipment. We're getting some new video cameras. We're increasing our audio, and so it's going to be an even better experience for those watching online. And so you and your family, you might say, you know what, we're going to keep watching online, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. If you want to keep watching online, you keep watching online. We're not going to treat you like a second-class church member. Like, you do what's best for you and your family, and we're going to do everything we possibly can to minister to you. And I just want to ask you, please show our staff and please show our pastors a lot of grace and love and support. I mean, we are making some really difficult decisions here in unprecedented times. And the decision that we're making, we want to honor God. That's first and foremost. We want to do what's best for our church family. And then we want to be a great witness to our community, not only locally, but around the world. So those are some of the factors involved in the decisions that we're making. And so with that said, we have developed a color-coded reentry plan that I want to share with you right now. So we have developed a color-coded reentry plan, red, orange, yellow, and green. And over the last several months, we've been in the red phase. All of our service has been online, our small groups have been online, the campuses have been closed, children's ministry, student ministry, it's all been online. Well, we are now moving into an orange phase. We will still have our services online, but what we were encouraging is watch parties. And we've had some people who are already doing this. We had a group out at the Oconee campus having people come over to their garage to watch the services. But what we want to encourage you to do is invite your friends, invite your family, invite your small groups, invite your neighbors. Hey, come over to our house and watch the services together. This encourage, connection and being social and reaching out to your friends. And what we're finding is there will be people that maybe not feel comfortable coming to church, but they would come over to your house for a service. So you could have it on the front porch, in the backyard, in the garage. You could have it in your living room, whatever you feel most comfortable about. And so during this orange phase, we're still going to be online, but we are encouraging watch parties. Again, you can do it with your neighbors, your friends, your small group could watch it together, whatever you feel most comfortable with. We still have online small groups, but we've also moved into in-person small groups, encouraging people to join these hangouts. Again, connecting. The campuses are closed. Kids ministry is still online. And then we have, beginning June 10th, super excited about this, our students are going to begin gathering for outdoor gatherings at the 3 separate campuses. So you could stay in the know, check our website out for that. But that's going to begin on June 10th. And then we're going to move into the yellow phase. Lord willing, our target date is July 12th. And July 12th is the day that we're planning to open all of our campuses for in-person worship. As I mentioned before, we will be practicing social distancing. The coffee bar will be open, which according to our survey, the majority of you wanted the coffee bar to be open. And we're going to have limited child care with the kids. So you can drop your babies and toddlers off in the kids area if you want to, or you can keep your kids with you. And then we're going to have family worship services. One of the things that we've been talking about, it's impossible to social distance kids in the kids' classrooms. And so the kids are going to be worshiping with us. We're going to have the large auditorium at all of our campuses. Will be where the older kids will be with their families. And then we'll have 2 other rooms set up for family worship services. Again, we will be social distancing, and we'll be doing everything we possibly can to keep our campuses safe and clean. And so with that said, 2 weeks before the reopening of our campuses, on Sunday, June 28th, we're going to have open houses, come and go open houses, which is an opportunity for you and your family to come to the campuses and check out the church and see all the improvements we've made, everything we've done to create a clean environment. Almost everything is touchless now. And so it'll be an opportunity for you to come, check out the campuses, see what room your family is going to be worshiping together, check out the kids area, see how you feel about that. It's also going to be a great opportunity for you to meet our staff. A few of our staff are changing roles, and some of our staff are changing campuses. And so it'll be an opportunity for you to see which staff are going to be at your campus and to meet them and begin to get to know them. And it's just going to be an open house for you to see things, ask questions, kind of get a feel for how we're doing things. And at that point, we can get in more details about all the safety precautions that we're taking. Also, on that day, that's June 28th, Jennifer and I will be at the expansion campuses for both of those windows. And so it'll be an opportunity for us to get to meet some of you that we haven't had the opportunity to meet. And so, Lord willing, July 12th, we're going to move into the yellow phase. And then the green phase is when things are back to normal, or at least whatever the new normal is. And so we're going to base that decision on the kids and the schools. And so when the kids go back to school, that's when we're going to move into green phase. All systems go, regular worship services, small groups, the campuses are open, regular student ministry, regular Graystone kids. I mean, everything will be full blown in green stage. And we're hoping that's going to be in August. Maybe it's going to be in September. So as I said before, we're going to continue to have the online services for those of you who don't feel comfortable coming back to church. And that's going to continue on from here on out. We're increasing our equipment. We're also putting full-time staff over the online services. We're also going to have digital small groups as well as in-person small groups. I want to let you know about one more thing, and that's beginning on June 11th. Now, we're still in the orange phase, but on June 11th, Thursday night, we are going to begin a live worship service Thursday nights, 7 o'clock. And so if you're one of those, I just have to go back to church, like I'm just so ready to get back, Thursday night's going to be your opportunity. We're going to be here at the Azor campus, and this is when we're going to record the service for the weekend. But we want to make it open to anyone. Any of you who want to come from any campus, you can come. The coffee bar will not be open. We won't have any child care. There won't be any Graystone. There won't be any kids programming. But you are welcome to come and worship with us. So that's on Thursday nights beginning June 11th. And we're going to take that all the way till July 12th when we reopen all of the campuses. Well, I know that was a lot of information. We're going to have this video as well as the phases and also a timeline available on our website. If you have any questions about anything, ask me, ask any of our staff, and we would be happy to answer those for you. We are super, super, super excited about gathering again for worship, and I truly believe the best is yet to come. God has been preparing us for something incredible, and I can't wait to see what He does. Hope you guys have a phenomenal day.